I got my Charizard League Battle deck in the mail yesterday. I was so excited that I opened it up on stream last night, but I'm going to share with you everything that's inside of it, what you can expect from the deck, and where you can take it from here. I am so excited because this is one of the coolest products Pokemon has ever created, so stay tuned and let's check it out. So right off the bat here, you can see that it comes with the 3 Charizards, the 2 Pidgeots, and the Prime Catcher. Really, really great value straight from the box. This is, the core of the deck. The Prime Catcher, at the time of recording this, like a $20 card. Pidgeots are like $5 a piece, so you're looking at 20-ish, maybe a little bit more, $20 to $25 right there. Not even counting the Charizard. So I mean that's $30 in value right there, right at the front of the box. But the best part is once we get it open. So let's go over the deck. Ready for this? So before we get into the actual cards in the deck, we're going to go over everything else that came in the box. So, whoops. So here's the setup, right here, kind of in the box. So we have the burn and poison counters right here. We have really cool dice that came with this. The numbered dice, orange, yellow, speckles, really, really cool. And then the EX dotted dice is really, really cool. Kind of blue, sparkly. Really, really cool. Love the product. Love the dice that came in here with this. We do have little Charizard dice box right here, ready to go. That's really cool. And then we have the deck box, which is the fire right there. Really cool looking deck box. So in addition to everything else that was in there, it does come with, I guess, a little instruction manual that talks about the League Battle deck. How to play it, what it's used for, how you kind of play the different combinations, combos in there, how Charizard works, how Pidgeot works. And then on the back, it has a section on how to upgrade your League Battle deck. So right there. We're going to take it one step further, and we're going to talk about upgrading it to a seriously Tier 1 deck. All right, so going over all the cards that are in the deck, we're going to start with the cover cards here. So, we know going into it, we're getting the 3 Charizard EXs right there. Really cool cards. One of my favorite decks. It's a deck that I have had the most success with, so I am super excited to talk about it right now and highly recommend this product. Next thing we have is the 2 Pidgeot EXs, and then we have the Prime Catcher. So this is the big reason why a lot of people are pulling this deck right now. The rest of the cards in the deck came together in the box unsorted. Like pre-shuffled type thing. I think actually I don't even think the energies were all together. I think it was basically a pre-shuffled deck where you can like take it out of there and you're pretty much ready to go. But I did end up sorting it together, so we're going to go over all of the cards that are currently in the deck. So starting off, we have 4 Charmanders, and these are the 70 HP Blazing Destruction Charmanders, which is the way to go right now with Regidrago. Regidrago V-Star floating around. We have 3 Charmeleons. These are Flare Veil Charmeleons, so very good Charmeleons as well. Then we have 3 Pidgeys, which is the 50 HP Pidgey. So this was the Pidgey to play until Dragapult, Regidrago V-Star, because of the Call for Family attack. But these are still good Pidgeys to have around in case they do come into favor as being the optimal Pidgeys to play. Now, this is something that I did not read the back of the box before getting it, so I didn't really know all of the cards that were in there. So I'm kind of excited to get the 2 Pidgeotos, because honestly, I have no Pidgeotos at all. And so these are the Pidgeotos here that have Free Retreat, and a lot of people are playing these in decks with TM Evolution, so I have them on hand now if I ever decide to use them. Now, the backup attacker that this deck came with is the Moltres. Now, if you're unfamiliar, like I was with the Moltres, there are 3 of them here, 120 hit points. It has the Flare Float ability. If this Pokemon has any fire energy attached, it has no retreat cost. So that's kind of cool. And then for 3 fire energies, it has Blazing Flight. Discard 2 fire energies from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So for 3 energy, discarding 2, it does 120 damage to the bench. So that's kind of cool, especially when Charizard can accelerate the fire energy to that. So here are the Moltres. Now into the supporter line, we have 4 INOs, and this is super awesome to have in this deck. INO is something use all over the place. I feel like I am always running thin with my INOs in my collection, so getting 4 more of those is really cool. Same with Arven. Comes with 2 Arvens, and that's another thing where I feel like Arven is used so much right now that you can never have too many Arvins. It does come with 2 Boss's Orders and 2 Professor's Researches. Next up, we have the Stadiums. We have 2 Artisans to find those Pidgeys, to find those Charmanders, to find those Moltres. Next thing, another thing I was really, really excited about, we have the 4 Buddy Buddy Poffins. It's just another card where I feel like you can never have too many of those. Really cool getting 4 Buddy Buddy Poffins. Next up, 4 Rare Candies. 4 Ultra Balls. 1 Super Rod. 1 Switch. 2 TM Evolutions. So it is going the Arven route where you can find the TM Evolution with the Arven, and then you can evolve the Charmander and the Pidgey on that first turn, going second possibly. And then it does come with the Defiance Band, so that's really cool. And then finally it does come with 10 Fire Energies. So heavy energy line. And the reason why is because decks like this that are meant to, get newer players playing the game, and in this case, newer players getting to play the game competitively, is they want to make it as consistent as possible. So that's why you had the 4 Ultra Balls in there. That's why you have the 10 Fire Energies. They want to make sure that you have the energies. They want to make sure that you have the ways to get set up. So that's kind of the way the deck is set up. Now, as far as what you can do with this deck is ready to go right out of the box, where you can take it to a local and you can even compete. Obviously, depending on how competitive your local is, this deck works. It works right out of the box. It has the power of the Charizard. It has the Search the Pidgeot. It has the good supporter line with the Arvins, the Ionos, has the Prime Catcher. It has what you need to get going. So if you want to take this directly out of the box and take it to a local, it is going to be a good option, especially for somebody who doesn't want to go out and buy cards separately, kind of build a deck together, whatever. It's good out of the box. You're ready to go. And in my opinion, this is the coolest product that Pokemon has ever produced. There's been other ones like this. There's the Gardevoir one. There was the Mew VMAX one that was really popular. But the problem with the Mew one was you had to buy 2 of them because it only came with 2 Mews, 2 Genesects, and you had to get those, put them together so you had the 4 line of all of them. But this one, it comes with 3 Charizards, come with 2 Pidgeots, so it has most of what you need. There's not a ton you need to change in this deck. So out of the box, it is ready to go and to at least somewhat be able to compete. All right, so now you bought the deck. Where do you go from here? Now, like I said, you can take this and play it, as is, and it is a workable deck. But if you want to improve it, there are some things that you can do. First of all, you can remove the Moltres. It is not a very good secondary attacker. And as a matter of fact, there's really only one secondary attacker that you need, and that's Radiant Charizard. So you can remove the Moltres, and you're looking at Radiant Charizard, because that is a good single prize attacker that can hit for 250 damage for as low as 1 energy, depending on where the game situation is. So Radiant Charizard is a good option to go. Another thing is you can add Rotom V, which allows you to draw cards on turns that you're not going to attack. So that will allow you to build that hand and be able to pop off in future turns. Another good option, in my opinion, is Duskull, Dusclops, and Dusknoir. Those are good options because Charizard's damage increases based on the number of prizes your opponent has taken. Dusclops and Dusknoir sacrifice themselves to deal damage to damage counters to your opponents, and they take prize cards in turn. So you're able to spread damage around the board while increasing Charizard's attack with the addition of those cards. Some other things to consider is a Thornton to get cards back from your discard pile, get Pokemon back from your discard pile, and be able to evolve them right away or attack with them right away. You can also do Briar, which allows you to take an extra prize card depending on if your Charizard gets a knockout, depending on the situation. Professor's Churro Scenario allows you to pick up a Pokemon, so that way if it has damage on it, you can pick it up and basically heal it. A Counter Catcher is a good option to be able to gust up an opponent's Pokemon that you want to take damage on if they have it on their bench, if they're hiding on the bench. And there's plenty of other options like Collapse Stadium. You can go Maximum Belt, you can go Night Structure, additional Super Rods. There's a lot of options you can do, and you can reduce that energy count to 5 or 6 depending on where your deck is going. So I'm going to leave a deck list in the description, which is my current Charizard build, and that can be a route that you go when trying to improve this deck. Be sure to leave a comment below telling me if you like this product and what you would do to improve this deck to make it more competitive. Thank you so much for watching. I think this product is really, really cool. There's so many cool things in this. It's ready right out of the box and only for $30. So $30, you get the deck, you put it, you open it up, and it's ready to go. And with just minimal financial improvement, this deck is significantly better, and it is a tier 1 deck ready to go at any major tournament, regional, IC, whatever you're ready to play. So get out there, get this product, and most of all, just go out there and have fun playing some Pokemon. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a good day.